So today I'm going to be attempting to connect multiple amplifiers using this device here by Audiopipe. It is a audio signal splitter, 10 volt audio signal line driver. It's one input, let's see. Okay, we got one input, subs, and front and rear for the highs and mids. And you have three outputs. One output there, the second output there, and the third output over here. This is your ground, remote, and 12 volt. You also have a connection for a bass knob, which will control multiple subs off of one bass knob. I'm not going to be using it for the monoblock amps. I'm only going to attempt to connect two 4-channel amps for right now, just to see how it works. I also have some extra RCA cables to try and get this job done. So this is what comes in the box for Audiopipe. You guys kind of know how this works. Showed it to you. And let's see what else we have in the box. All right, it looks like a bass knob. It's also in the box. That's what it looks like here. Let's turn it around. Looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. So that's pretty much it there. Is there anything else? I need to open this up to see what this is. Okay, this is the other device that came in the box, the packaging that goes right here in this connection. It comes with a wire already connected, which is for the 12 volts. I'll have to find a way to connect that to one of the batteries. I can borrow one of the remote wires from the amps, and also I need another little wire for a ground connection. So yeah, let's see if we can get this done, and hopefully this helps. Okay. First thing we want to do is take the RCAs that's coming from the head unit and putting it in the input on the signal splitter. I'm not going to be using the subs. I'm just going to be using the rear and the front. Okay. And this is the input. All right. Let me take these out and put them in here. Step one. All right, step one is done. The only thing I did was remove the RCAs that were here for right and left, front and rear. And I moved them right over to here, rear and front. This is gonna be the rights, and the bottom is gonna be the lefts. All right, on to the second step. All right, so the second step is for me to run some RCA cables to my first amp. And then I'm gonna run RCA cables to my second amp, which I'm trying to put in here, which is the T400. So I just need to run RCAs to this one, and then I'm gonna run RCAs to that one. So that will be the second step in this process. Let me get that done. To make sure I'm doing this right, I'm doing this slow and methodical to make sure I got this done right. So from the first output, I have the rear RCAs in my hand. I'm gonna go to the amp. My right is my blue and my left is my clear. So for blue, I'm going to the rear side on the amp. I'm putting the blue in for the right rear, and I'm going for the clear for my rear left. I got that done right. Here's my other pair of RCAs. Same thing. This is for the fronts. Front left is clear. Front right is blue. And I'm going down here to the amp and putting it where it belongs. Blue is for right, front right. Clear is for front left. Well, the wire's in the way, but you get the point. All right. That is done. I need all 4 RCAs for the first amp, which is the T1000. Okay, got that done. Now it's time for my second output of RCAs from the signal splitter, but I only need the rear channels, the rears, because I have 2 8s in the back, and I only need signal to the rear 8s because they are located in the back of the Jeep. I only want to use the rears off this amp, which is going to be the top left and right. So I only need one pair of RCAs going from here to this side of the signal splitter. So let me get that done. All right, I have RCAs, only one pair from the signal splitter on the rear to the rear on the 4-channel amp that I'm trying to connect. So the second step is done as far as running my RCAs. The third step is going to be taking the speaker wires out for the 8s from this amp and adding them to the rear stage left and right on this amp. That is the third step. The reason why I'm splitting the speaker wires is because I have too many speakers on this one amp, and this amp is only rated at 2 to 4 ohm stable. So if I was to meter it or ohm it out, my ohm impedance is way below 2 ohms. So I will be looking forward to issues at ruining my channels. Basically, this is 4 separate channels, or 2 amps in one, or 4 amps in one, however you want to count it. It's only stable at 2 and 4 ohms. So right now, if you was to take a look, I will be below 2 or 4 ohms, which means I'm incorrectly running these speakers to this amp. So I want to take some pressure off this amp and put it on another amp, which is why I need a signal splitter in the first place. I never knew how to do this, so I'm doing this for the first time on video. This is a Rockford amp, right? Just because it's Rockford doesn't mean I can just do whatever I want to do. But to be honest with you, I'm getting away with it, and the system is still loud, clean, crisp, and clear. But I want to do things properly, and I also want to show you in the process my mistakes and also some of my wins. So I need to take the speaker wires for the 8s out of here somewhere and put them on there. All right, so the third step is done. I removed the speaker wires from this amp. It looks a lot cleaner, by the way, and moved them to here to the rear channel. Also went ahead and took the 2 additional tweeters I have, which are here and also over there, and I also put them on the rear channel to take some more pressure off of this amp. So I think that's gonna go well, and it should be at 2 ohms for the 8s and the tweeters. And the fourth step is now everything needs a power, ground, and remote. So let me figure this step out. But now everything has power, ground, and a remote. And I found out this little piece here that connects to the splitter is a fuse. There's a small fuse in here. So the new amp I'm putting in has remote, ground, and also power. So what I did was I just took the ground, remote, and power and ran it into this amp, and that amp has its own power, ground, and the remote is being connected to the mono block there. So if I did everything correctly, if I cut the engine on or just push it on, everything should turn on if I did this correctly. This also here has a power light, so we should see that light up as well. And I'll end the video there, and I'll start messing around with the speakers and actually seeing if they work, because I don't want this video to be too long. So if I did everything correctly, that device should cut on, this amp should cut on, that amp should cut on, and also the mono block should cut on. So let me get that done. All right, I'm about to push the engine on. I'm gonna get up, get out, and go back and see if everything turned on. Not even looking yet. All right, come over here. That amp is on. That amp is on. This device is on. That amp is on. What a success, what a success. All right, I hope you guys learned something. Please like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you learned something. I'm learning a lot, and I'm enjoying this process. Thank you guys so much. All right, see you in the next one.
created real talk. And I got all different kind in this pill bar. Put up some packs, they turn it brown, but it's still raw. Don't sacrifice you at your life soon as you throw across. Call a nigga bluff, break 10 million out. I know they sneak this and show them what they got $10 million. Somebody lied when they say you can't get rich in the drought. I'm having motion, so your hoe gon' put my dick in her mouth.
200,000 for the rich. Niggas stop sending threats, come and get me. I ran up 200,000 in my dickies. I take all my young bitches to teach me. 200,000 on me daily. This was